drill. Capital letter Q for important questions or comments. And capital letter N if you are new to the broadcasting would like a little welcome.
Are we being gender fluid?
Oh no, we're just being silly.
Coffee and Headlines is brought to you by the generous support of our viewers and the following community partners: Best Cord Cutting TV, Bravo's Restaurant Bar, Joint Boutique Hotel and Co-work, Puerto Vallarta Neurofeedback, Puerto Vallarta Owners Reps, Oculto, and Siam Cocina Time. Thank you for your support, and thank you for supporting our community partners. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get-together live here on Facebook, where we take a look at important news from our city, state, and country. We take a look at your comments, ideas, and suggestions. And what do we do with all this knowledge? We put it to good use as we try to connect with each other and with our city, Puerto Vallarta, as a community of English-speaking locals. One more time, we're broadcasting from Café Rio, where the lovely Karina is keeping me nicely caffeinated. We've discovered a common like of old songs from the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. So we've been listening to old rock songs and headbanging songs and all that stuff. Personally, I'm just trying to make the best of the fact that I'm still without internet at home. And, you know, what are you going to do? I sent the messages today, and I got the same runaround today. And, you know, my only saving grace, I suppose, or my only consolation is that if you go into Facebook, into the Telmex page, this is happening all over the country, and it's miserable. And I would not want to be in the upper executive level at Telmex, realizing that they're providing such a shitty service that they're not hiring enough people, but, you know, we cannot control that. So I'm trying not to get feisty about it, and I'm trying to make the best of it by enjoying more internet than God here at the Joint Boutique Hotel. As always, I'm grateful for all the kindnesses that I've been receiving here. Enough of that. Today we have a few bits of news. I have something that I need to consult with you because there's some really gruesome news out there, and we don't usually do gruesome, but I'll be asking you whether you want it reported or not. And we have a couple of other things to share. We have a report from yesterday's Spotlight, which was a lot of fun. So we might as well get started with what we have. And today we start with the Puerto Vallarta letters, which are back on the Malecón. They had been previously removed from the Malecón for restoration and repainting, and they're back on their usual location in front of the seahorse sculpture. Yay. Of course, it's next to impossible to capture them properly in a photograph when the sun is pointing right at the camera and the light source is behind your subject. So this is the photograph that they came up with. Of course, not to toot my own horn, but I think I got a better shot from a bouncy bus this morning as I was headed to the Joint Boutique Hotel. So they are very pretty indeed. And it'll be nice to get up close to them next time that I am out and about. But there you have it. Now, this photograph comes from a report we did on June of last year. We reported that 10 new garbage collection trucks had arrived in Puerto Vallarta. This is a little over a year ago. I don't know if you remember, but it is quite discouraging to read, and I don't know what I did with that news item. I think I misplaced it, but let me get myself in the big picture. There you go. Apparently, only 30% of the garbage trucks in the city are working right now. I think I deleted the news item and I didn't mean to, but I don't find it in my queue. I saw a news item this morning that 60% of the trucks are broken. They have missing parts and they need to be repaired, and the city has no money. So as English-speaking locals, all I can tell you is if your friends ask you about the garbage situation, your tourist friends, your visiting friends, there's nothing that can be done about it right now. This is not going to change. It's certainly not going to change until the new administration comes in a few months before the end of the year. So if you see a lot of trash out on the corners, just know that Puerto Vallarta may be paradise to some, but it is certainly not a perfect city. Now, I placed this image that I want to show you. This is just, I put it here just to remind myself of the fact that there was a major child prostitution ring that was broken down in our city this past week. And it has been absolutely disheartening to read about it. This is not what we usually bring to the table here at Coffee and Headlines. It doesn't impact the quality of life that we have. But since I doubt that any other English-speaking news source in town is going to report it, if you want to hear what this is about, what this was about, and the impact it's having in our city, just write the word prostitution by itself in a comment. And if I see enough people wanting to hear more details about this heinous crime and this heinous situation, I will be happy to fill in the blanks. You may have heard about this on social media. Again, our Puerto Vallarta city is beautiful, but it certainly is not perfect. I don't think you need to see my promo for this afternoon's, one more time, what the heck.
My next music appreciation presentation, Soundscapes of Serenity, will focus on the origins, evolution, and healing power of ambient music. Discover its rich origins, witness its evolution, and explore the profound healing power it holds. We will listen to carefully curated audio and video selections, allowing you to experience the soothing and transformative effects of ambient music firsthand. As always, we will enjoy this captivating exploration in a comfortable air-conditioned environment designed for your ultimate relaxation and enjoyment. Soundscapes of Serenity will take place on Thursday, August 8th at the Joint Boutique Hotel. As always, tickets are 300 pesos per person and available at the hotel's reception desk for your purchase. Seating is limited, so get your tickets soon. Hope to see you there.
And that happens today, of course, and given the week and a half that I've had without internet at home, I am so looking forward to locking myself in a room with like-minded individuals to listen to soothing, mindful, ambient music. So if you're around this afternoon, just stop by and join us. Let's see what our snarky weatherman has to say. I just increased the level of radiation emitted by this device. I hope you like superpowers and or radiation poisoning. Oh my God, I think I need to sneeze. Oh, and I don't know where my mute button is. Hold on. It's gone away. Oh, that was a close one. And I didn't want to destroy your ears with a loud sneeze. Anyhow, back to the weather. It is 30 degrees out there right now. Humidity is at 73%. And our weather forecast says it's going to be mostly cloudy skies in the morning with rain in the afternoon, a chance of rain of 40%, a high of 33 and a low of 26. On Friday, mostly cloudy skies in the morning with thunderstorms in the afternoon. That will be tomorrow. A chance of rain of 62%, a high of 33 and a low of 26. Then Saturday, scattered thunderstorms possible throughout the day, a chance of rain of 83%, a high of 32, and a low of 25. And this brings me back to our main screen, and I'm going to set up a couple of other things that I want to share with you, starting with just a little bit of an update of yesterday's spotlight. It was a lot of fun to produce the spotlight from here. Unfortunately, we did not get any in-person guests. Something came up, but it was a pleasure to connect both with Lorenzo Goodwin and with Carmen Porras. Of course, Carmen joined us with a lovely presentation about some of the most popular chiles from Mexico that are used in preparing salsas. And of course, she filled us in on more details as to what is going to go on her upcoming Salsa Master cooking class, which will take place on Tuesday, August 13th at 11 o'clock in the morning. It sounds yummy. And then, of course, Lorenzo joined us to talk about their second drag brunch, which is going to be on August 24th from 11 o'clock in the morning to 2 p.m. in the afternoon. That should be a lot of fun to attend, as he shared with us that there will be not one, but two drag queens entertaining the audience. Of course, I will leave you with the link to the spotlight in the show notes in case you didn't watch it. And Lorenzo also told us about an upcoming tequila tasting experience that I'll also include in the show notes. This is going to be on the 14th of the month. And last but not least, Lorenzo also told us that they're starting to celebrate what they're calling Thursdays at El Rey Lounge. This is an opportunity for members of the LGBT community to get together in a fun, comfortable place and mingle. I am really excited about this because it becomes increasingly clear to me that while there is a sizable LGBT population here in Colonia Emiliano Zapata, many of us locals are living now elsewhere, and there is quite a sizable community of LGBTQ people elsewhere in the city, not in Emiliano Zapata. And it's nice to know that there is a comfortable, safe place where we can get together and get to know one another. If that is your case, you may want to consider this Thursday's gathering at El Rey Lounge during the evening hours. And now let us talk about what's on your mind. But first, let's take a look at this. And of course, we'll be posting the new sign-up link for the spotlight, for next week's spotlight, either today or tomorrow, so that you can sign up or you can let somebody know that you can promote your upcoming event, or the products or services that you sell, or maybe you just have an interesting story to share for free. And let's take a look at your comments. Aha. Good mornings and more good mornings and good mornings. Betsy, it's always great to read you. Good morning, cluster, the nice folk at the joint, and my hero, Paco from Emiliano Zapata. Well, you are my hero, Betsy, because you are a regular at my music appreciation presentations. And I've been thinking about ways in which I can better explain what a music appreciation presentation is about for those that haven't attended. And, you know, it is quite similar to going to a tequila tasting or a wine tasting, you know. You acquire knowledge, you connect with other like-minded individuals, and you fine-tune your taste buds for the flavors of wine. In this case, we fine tune our earbuds and open up to the possibility of new music that we may not be familiar with, or sometimes music that we are familiar with that it is fun to revisit. So hopefully we'll see more and more people at the music appreciation presentations. Let's see what else we have. Nanaimo is in the house. Hello, Kathy. I love saying the name of your city. I don't know why. Telmex lives. Wonderful to see. Oh, you mean because I put that Dora video at the beginning? Yeah, no, it wasn't fixed. I'm sorry to say that, Kathleen. All I can do is heavy breathing. Deep breathing, not heavy breathing. I don't want to be thought of as a heavy breather. And you have until noon to get your tickets for Puebla, My Love dinner, says Carmen. If she is not able to get enough seats filled, she will have to cancel, which would be very unfortunate. Puebla, My Love should be a lot of fun. If you've been on the fence, you have until noon today to sign up for this wonderful public dinner at Oculto. Thank you for the reminder, Carmen. I love the 80s rock and roll. Will you be doing a presentation on that sometime? I think that's a great idea, Kathy. I haven't even talked about this here at Coffee and Headlines, but my second presentation for this month is going to be on Aretha Franklin. And if I get away with what I'd like to do is I would love to follow Aretha with a presentation about Carole King because they're from the same period. But, you know, an 80s rock and roll presentation, sure, why not? I'll add it to the list. Pum, pum, pum. Let's see. Many, many more hellos. Yes, Sherry, the letters look very different, and they are closer in style to the original artwork created by the late naive artist Manuel Lepe. It was his daughter, Marcela, who oversaw the restoration process. So it'll be fun to go check them out up close. Let's see. There's a queue. Auditions for Teatro Sin Borders production of Beware, the House on Haunted Hill, will take place on August 16 and 17. Apply online or fill out a form at the door at the American School. Thank you, Director John Shepard, for that reminder. If you want to audition or if you want to participate behind the scenes, this should be a lot of fun. Let's see what else. Prostitution. Okay, we will talk about prostitution tomorrow. And the part that breaks my heart about this news, and I'm just going to advance some of the alarming information, is that the biggest consumers of prostitution, kids here in Puerto Vallarta, are English-speaking tourists. So that is just sad. But we'll get into that tomorrow morning. Let's see what else we have. Laura asks, why wouldn't the city want to solve the trash problem ASAP? All I can say, Laura, is that is a great question. Who knows? You know, but that is a very good question. I'm sorry I don't have an answer for it. You can't complain about Telmex service. They don't have any. This is true, Chris. They have absolutely no service. I am starting my guerrilla pushing on social media. Today, I want to inform myself about where does one file an official complaint, and just start nudging, you know, just putting comments on their Facebook page saying, you know, If you want to take this an upper level, here's where you complain, and maybe that'll get their attention. Ay, let's see what else we have. Da, 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 da. What? Oh, that is spam. Never mind. New Zona Romantica rules don't seem harsh, just common sense. It's sometimes loud in Mexico. It's to be expected. Well, it's very simple, Laura. There are official sound levels. It's just a matter of respecting those levels. Um, that's all I can add to that. Let's see. Joshua, I send you a virtual hug. You always bring a smile to my face. I hope life is wonderful in Redmond, Oregon, and I look forward to giving you an in-person hug next time you come back to Puerto Vallarta. JC asks, how much of the romantic zone rules are needed because of tourists and how much by locals? Probably more due to the tourists. It's hard for me to tell, JC. I don't live in Colonia Emiliano Zapata anymore. It's just friendly reminders to people in general. I mean, there are a lot of, for example, they said something about dogs on a leash. I don't think there are as many tourists that travel with dogs as there are locals that walk their dogs out and about. Sometimes they keep them in a leash, sometimes they don't. Sometimes the owners clean after their dog, sometimes they don't, and that's just part of the problem. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Our new community sponsor is here. Hello, Stan. It's great to see you. I'm looking forward to my second neurofeedback appointment tomorrow. Stan describes music appreciation to friends as a semester's worth of info in one evening. You are so sweet. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you tonight. And if not tonight, I will see you tomorrow for my neurofeedback appointment. Let's see what else. Pat says, Aretha. Yes, Aretha Franklin. We love Aretha. And Pamela says, Aretha with a gazillion exclamation marks. Enough exclamation marks for a small town. I love it. I want to steal your shot of the letters, says Kathleen Pierce. You don't have to steal it, Kathleen. I'll use it as a cover for today's show notes, so you can just grab it from there. No problem with that. Lynn says, are you going to be taping the music appreciation sessions again, or we can watch remotely? I have an answer for you, Lynn, today. Okay, let's backtrack just for context. I thought it would be easy for me to recreate the music appreciations from home and just re-record my talking, but that became time consuming and just not fun. Today, this afternoon, I'm bringing video gear to record today's presentation. It won't be broadcast live, but I will hope to have enough memory cards to be able to record the whole thing. And then it's just a matter of splicing the actual video and audio samples. I'm very excited about doing this, and I'll keep you posted on how it went. Thank you so much for your interest in the music appreciation presentations and for your ongoing support. Carole King's best music was more in the 70s, I believe. Well, I mean, she has produced amazing stuff throughout, but she was pivotal in the 70s for being one of the first women, songwriter women, who said, well, I'm a songwriter, but at a time in which songwriters don't record their own music, I want to record my own music, and that is how the Tapestry album came about. So there's a lot of historical context that is fascinating in that time, that period in American pop music. So not only are we treated to truly amazing music, but also to learn about what was going on in the world at the time. It is a period that I find very, very fascinating, and I hope it will turn to be an interesting presentation. Let's see. There's another cue. So hoping that Puebla My Love reprise happens this Saturday. We couldn't attend the first one, but our group of 4 will be there. Yes, I hear you, Betsy Ann. I think Carmen just needs 2 or 3 more people to make it financially successful. I'll keep my fingers crossed. Oh, that would be dreamy. Chris says people need to start dumping garbage at City Hall. Well, again, it's unfortunately that it takes guerrilla style approaches like that to get the city to pay attention. I mean, as far as my Telmex problem, I am tempted to organize like a manifestation at the Telmex offices just to make some pressure, but you know, should one really have to do that to get people's attention? It is one of those unfortunate things. Let's see what else. I think we are, oh, there's another. Ooh, oh my God, Brian, you are so colorful. Or start dumping garbage at the Telmex office. I love it. How did I become so bright all of a sudden? I haven't even looked at myself. I was reading your comments. I don't understand why I'm so, oh, it's the sun that is shining on me. Well, never mind that. I am set to manual exposure, so there's nothing I can do about that. And for that matter, we are pretty much done with today's broadcast. I'm sorry I became like, woo, so shiny. Thank you so very much for your company and for your questions. Why not dump garbage at mayors and councils' residences? You know, I would love to participate in that if I had a vehicle and if I had the time and the energy, because they sure deserve that. But, you know, I'm going to take care of things that I can control and not things that I cannot. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today, for bringing up important questions. Again, tomorrow, I will fill you in on the nasty stuff related to the child prostitution ring that was dismantled last week in Puerto Vallarta, the implications, a couple of modifications to the law, and the whole thing. We'll do that tomorrow morning. Today, I'm looking forward to chilling with some wonderful ambient music with like-minded friends. So maybe I'll see you this afternoon here at the Joint Boutique Hotel. And if not, I'll see you tomorrow morning here at the Joint Boutique Hotel, more than likely. Have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.